Greetings, angels. It's Intuitive Jacob back, and we're going to do a crescent reading that is focusing on healing messages. The crescent itself is going to be 7 cards that are depicted with La Vera Sibilla Italiana. I'm pulling 7, 1 for the past, 1 for the present, 1 for the near future, 1 for our internal world, 1 for our external influences, 1 that'll give us an idea of what to do to maintain a certain course of action, and the 7th one will give us a really good idea of what potential developments can be over the next fortnight. So it's going to be approximately 2 weeks, although I'll never encourage you to be weak. I'm going to say the next 2 strong. And in addition to that, I will be pulling a card from the Romance Angels for those of you that might also want a lens on potential romantic situations going on. Make sure you check your moon and your rising with me. I'm actually more of a moon-driven reader myself, so I hear from many of my clients that they get many of their messages from the moon readings that I offer, so I'm highly going to recommend that. If you're looking for more detailed information, hit me up at artoflove.me. I can do a personal private reading for you with just your information. And if not, I hope these messages are helpful for you. If so, I really appreciate your thumbs ups, and those of you that have supported my channel and commented, liked, and subscribed, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. And especially those of you who have trusted me with your private readings. Much appreciated, and catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Good to have you here. I've been clearing this energy and shuffling a little bit. I'm going to do some more and speed this up for the video. But I did want to share something. I speak in tongues sometimes when I'm praying, and I was kind of taken into a little bit of a trance while I was getting ready to step into this reading here, and I was hearing about some things that some of you all may have walked away from, that it's like, of course, during the retrograde season, it's like life review and things coming back to you. And I'm hearing about like 2 things that might be coming back, and it's specific to things like events or situations you were pulled into before that I'm hearing they're showing up right now, and that some of y'all need to know that if you made a hard stance and walked away from it, even if it seems really emotional and like something that you don't want to deal with and you want to think about it, and maybe you were sitting around waiting for a long time after grieving it, I'm hearing you need to know that you're protected, and that don't spend too much time thinking about things if it puts pain in your body or in your energy field anyway. And I'm hearing too that something that you might have thought went missing is actually, it's trying to make a comeback. And so I'll just leave it like that, because I'm hearing for somebody, this has to deal with a relationship that maybe didn't happen, or that you were grieving. You might have lost somebody physically, in which case I'm very, very sorry. That might be why I was like drawn into the tongues and my spirit. But I'm hearing that whoever it was really had a hook in you, and we're seeing the numbers 8, 8, 7, 7, and a lot of cups here. So I'm hearing this person might have like Leo influence in their chart somewhere too, or that could be you too. But for some of you all, it's like whatever was hooking at you, you need to know you were divinely guided and protected no matter what it is, especially if it's something that's kind of like trying to come back like that. Because for some of you all, it's going to happen. And I'm hearing it might be coming from different places. In some cases, it's a good thing. It's like letting you know, it's confirmation that like, yeah, I was worth it. And in other cases, it's kind of like, no, you don't. And I see you like literally like dodging a bullet like that. It's like, I just see somebody like moving and getting their head out of the way. So know that you are protected no matter what. And that you might have people trying to reach out, because I keep seeing people just like coming out from out of the blue and trying to reach out to you. and that could be going on for a little bit. So I'm going to keep shuffling these and speed this part up, and then I'll be back to do the reading. Hey, Aquarius, I'm back. Okay, been shuffling your cards. Sped that up a little bit. Already cut. And do your past relating to now, present situation, near future situation, your inner life, external world, what to do to keep things on current path, and how it will develop. Let's see what's looking up at us. Okay, La Costanza. You know what? Who got this? I think Sag, I think, had gotten this in the same position. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Possibly. Doesn't have to be Aquarius. Yeah, but I'm getting a strong influence on the month of 10. They're saying Sag Scorpio potentially, but hearing about things that you have just held fast to, and for some of it, it's like why you turned your back and like what kind of crap was destroyed that you might have actually helped put together is what I'm hearing. It's like after something was destroyed is what they're telling me. But there's a strong influence on things that you're not willing to budge on and why it's been worth holding on. So let's see if we can get some more information on that. I'm hearing that like the past 6 to 7 weeks might have been really big for some of you all. They're saying 6 to 7 weeks. So let's see what's going on. Recent past relating till now. Okay, so protection keeps coming up. This was coming up while I was getting ready to shuffle for you all, like I mentioned, and I'm glad to see this here right now because La Superbia can have some loaded messages. For one, I'm hearing for some of you all, you were very protected, but you didn't realize how many people were like trying to, if they weren't taking shots at you or trying to like pluck you is what I'm hearing. It's like they were looking at you. This is a card of a lot of attention. And we're hearing for some of you too, this is just like you maybe finally getting to see, because some of y'all were just really busy doing your own thing and being a rock for others and like maybe needing something to support yourself on too. But hearing that it's like maybe you didn't realize how many people were looking at you is what I'm hearing. And it's like this is a card of the best. This is like the best of the best. This is like the most beautiful bird. It's the one that's gated and protected. Sometimes it's a little flashy. You know, that's the hottie card. And this might be you knowing or learning something that you needed to know. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's about the past and how people were perceiving you, what different ways you might have been protected that you didn't know about. And in some cases, like, how many people were just ready to get their hand in there and you were too busy to notice like what kind of acts were going on around you. And I'm hearing for somebody, it might even be like how somebody wants to like grind the axe with you. And things that don't get chopped up that way. Let's see what the present situation is all about. So there's that letter coming in. I'm hearing some of you need to know that some communication is coming in. It's key communication. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like confirmation on what's been going on in your psychic halo. Especially those of you that have known me for a while. I've got a really small loyal following of people that reach me for private readings and stuff, even here on this tiny little channel, who talk to me in psychic ways. And some of what we've been doing is training haloed communication with clear sound frequencies, where the sound decay that happens, where things like treble and bass could be separated for 8 hertz, where we're in a Kundalini tower of creation material, and some of us are learning how to clear the psychic halo space so that we can hear things with each other and know that we weren't interfered with or intercepted. Play this little tag game. I play this tag game where we send messages here in the halo and we follow up with different kinds of written communication. Sometimes it's subtle, just to let each other know. There's the tap. Yes, that's what I heard. And it's a form of baby gating. It's something that I've been doing with my secret DARPA project. It's my passion project to help end the false realm, apocalypso style, where we end up in a dance party and babies always get to be safe. And anyway, a little more information than you needed to know, but I am an Aquarius, and so I'm seeing this, and I'm speaking to some of those of you who I know either have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising that are dealing with me, because we actually play this game. And I'm hearing for some of you all, even if you're not one of those, one of mine like that, you might receive messages that you have been not really paying attention to much, like being like, am I hearing this right? I'm hearing some shit in my head. And I've been hearing this from some of you all too, especially if you're like the book-minded, scientific-minded, the ones that maybe don't get into a whole lot of spiritual stuff, but sometimes you're curious enough to do the research and want to have extra information so you'd wind up on a channel like this. Hearing some of you all are like getting to that point too, where it's like you're really trying to refine this, and it's going to be helpful because whatever message comes through is going to be serious confirmation. And they're showing me La Legrezza. I'm hearing it might be something coming in from a distance. I'm hearing it might also be an offer for travel. I'm hearing somebody might be sending you a travel ticket to go somewhere, being like, I need to see you, can you be here in 2 weeks? But this is somebody that's trying to keep it light too, because La Legrezza is a card of lightness and communication and a certain kind of diplomacy and tact. And I'm hearing some of you maybe don't realize how good you are at that. Let's see what's going on in the near future, Aquarius. Card number 3, Red Domestico. I'm liking it. Sometimes I don't like this because depending on how this one shows up, it's like somebody who might be just like popping in on you, and it's like, hey, you don't just walk into my room like that. And so some of you might be crowning yourselves with more spiritual protection because of how people were accessing you. And maybe it wasn't invited that way, is what I'm hearing. But it almost looks like he's got one of those eyes, or like, looks like a really oversized olive or an avocado in their arm. And I'm hearing for somebody, something about the olive tree. Yeah. Well, whatever it is, this person that's showing up here, and this could be you too, because for some of you this is actually you, especially if you're willing to like show up in service for people. Like, this is somebody that gets trusted, and they get to go in and see things that are happening in somebody's private room here. And this is not a doctor. This is somebody that works for somebody else. This could even be somebody that works for you, or I'm hearing this might be you being asked to work for somebody, but they're not saying it like for. It's more like, can you help me with this, is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing the worst case scenario in this is that somebody might want to like prop themselves up on you a little bit, but you're going to know based on however they communicate with you. All right, let's see what's going on in the internal life sector. Aquarius. So, Casa. So some of you all are thinking way too much, and it might be about things like your housing situation. And I'm hearing it's like, you can't help it if you're thinking about it too much, but I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like, maybe you're also just like not expressing enough. This is kind of a private, like, not talking to anybody. It's a private house matter situation. Hearing for some of you all, this is like knowing that you need to get out more, because sometimes I can see this being somebody that's just like, you could be working from home, like me too. You know, I work from home, and I'm also part-time caregiver for my father. He's got Parkinson's, and so I help with that here too. But Casa showing up here in your emotional world, I'm hearing it's like things that you've known and things that have been guarded, and in some cases things that are being gifted is what I'm hearing, because they're showing me like somebody sending something via the mail, and it might have to do with the house. And I'm hearing you might not know that yet, but that might be how it comes together. And I see this letter coming to the house. And so for some of you, this is how you're training communication too, because I hear for some of you all, this is about intention work and intention setting that you've been doing around like what home is, around what family is, what structure is around you. And kind of like seeing these together because it's showing the past being protected, and that's the other protected card. So it's kind of like being called home internally and knowing that your house is protected. So some of you have been obsessing about it, and I'm hearing that it's going to be okay, and you just need to know that you've been protected in this situation. Let's see what's going on in your external world here. All right, external world. Well, somebody's house is on fire. Disgrazia. And that is storms. That is miscommunications. That is errors. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is how things are falling apart outside of you. And I'm hearing it's like if you turned your back on something, because I'm hearing some of you made a hard stance on something and turned away. This is, I'm getting an itch here in my nose. I'm hearing it's like it's going to be a subject that you hear a lot about. It's literally, they're telling me it's like how Rome fell, but that your house is strong. And I'm hearing some of you might be having some renovations. Make sure you got the right people dealing with it, because this is stuff that could go wrong right here. But if it happens, it's happening now, because this is the month of 7. They say it's like the next 2 weeks are key. I'm here, it's the FORTNITE, you know, it's like the 14 days. And for some of you all, I'm just hearing, don't let this get in the way of you're feeling safe. Just be extra precautious, especially if you're somebody like me that like sets things on fire and burns stuff all the time, because you know this could be a firebug warning. I'm hearing for some of you all, this is going to be finding out something. There's a strong influence on this month, on July here, but I'm hearing it's not necessarily your house. It's some things that you're going to have to hear about. And I can't help but notice what there's a card looking out here. I'll just show you what's my finger's looking at here. It says prigione, and that's somebody in prison. Okay, and so I'm hearing for some of you all, this is going to be finding out some news about somebody, maybe why they might be going to prison. Or I'm hearing like might be on house arrest and you didn't know. I'm hearing it's like a private matter, and there's another card trying to show up, so I'm just going to look at it here. Whatever it is, consolante sorpresa, you're going to be relieved, I hear. I mean, it's going to be like, I hear just like a little confirmation on something, especially if you had to leave some things behind, because, hi baby, I'm hearing that it's something that you might have known that you hadn't spoken up about. And they're showing me another card here, and this dottore, there's somebody sick in this bed here. Yeah, I'm hearing that there might be a house call that was made. You know, maybe that's why this is showing up in the near future. This could be you or somebody else coming to the house. But I'm hearing that this person sometimes might have might be affiliated with government. Sometimes, you know, This is somebody that works for somebody else. I'm hearing this might be somebody that got called in for an investigation on somebody's house and finding out that whatever you left behind got ruined for the right reason, and you might just feel better about a decision that you made recently is what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing that specifically with regard to like the past 2.5 months. They're showing me 10 weeks here. All right, let's see what's going on in your what to do sector, Aquarius. All right, so I'm hearing just be a friend. Keep being in service if that's something that you're doing. Some of y'all are marching to the beat of your own drum, and I'm hearing whatever it is, you've been keeping it tidy. Your records are good. You're a gift to others. Look. And La Donna di Servizio might also be a friend to you showing up, because there is a letter that's coming, and I'm hearing for some of y'all, you might not realize that somebody that wasn't really your friend, that might have just been helpful in some way, gives you, it's like a pass on something is what I'm hearing. And it's like they're telling me, if this is the same person here, somebody's been holding a torch for you. And I'm hearing it's like they're going through some kind of shakeup, and it might be like, I keep seeing these numbers flash before my head, but I'm seeing like 6 to 8. And I don't know if that means anything for somebody. Maybe it's like 6 to 8 weeks pregnant or something, but I'm hearing that somebody is holding a gift. They might be covering it. They might be concealing it. They might be trying to keep it quiet. I'm just seeing them like dangling this thing, and it's almost like the white flag. Like, let me come in with my white flag and just show you I come in peace, and I see somebody doing like that. Bless you, baby. Bless you. And maybe just like tiptoeing a little bit, like, I don't know if I can be your friend right now, but I have this thing in my hand that I need to show you so that we can tidy this situation up. And I'm hearing they might not actually be directly related with this. It might just be something that they know how to do. It might be something that they're involved with, but it's like, I'm getting an outside looking in perspective is what it looks like. It's like somebody's like trying to make an approach, and the only way they know how to do it is to wave this thing in your face. This is what I'm hearing. So, all right, you're going to know if that's for you, Aquarius. So the advice on this, it's a little different, is I'm just hearing, know when you're being helpful, and also know when somebody's trying to help you, and that it's okay for you to stick to your posture on this, especially if you knew that there's something that you didn't want to get involved in, you know, or like what you were doing, that you're going to feel a certain amount of confirmation about however this person shows up. Because I'm hearing somebody is actually showing up, and then you're either going to be called to be helpful to that person for some reason, or you're going to be really challenged to make sure that you know that what their position is for you is just to be helpful, and that you don't have to make any other decisions, and you might not even want to receive the help. But I'm hearing they showed up in a good way, and they have something to do with this letter. And so I'm hearing it's like somebody might come to you and be like, please help me, you know, can you help me? And you might actually want to. But I'm hearing for some of you, you might not even have the time, because I keep seeing like 6 to 8. And I don't know if that's like a weird schedule that you're working, but I'm hearing like some of y'all might be waking up early and like working some late hours because of something with your schedule. So you're going to know if that's for you, Aquarius. Let's see how things will develop. So I'm getting a good vibe on this. Stanza is, this is the card of alone a lot of times, but what I'm hearing here is not alone. I'm hearing feelings that have been well established. and intimate communications with somebody who might be invited into the room in the private spaces, especially after some kind of shakeup. I'm hearing for some of you, you might have left somebody in the past, especially whoever this person is, if they're coming back like, hi, can we talk? Because I'm seeing this letter, and it's like you hearing about something that happened in their world, and I'm hearing you might be kind of surprised about it, but maybe not, because they're saying for some of you, it's like you knew something was going on when you just turned your back, and you weren't making a mess, but I'm hearing it was like as soon as you turned your back, shit started happening. And that whoever this person is might need help, not necessarily cleaning up a situation, but maybe cleaning up a situation, and you might be the only person they can talk to about it. And I'm hearing for some of you all too, don't be surprised if this turns into intimate communications too, because I'm seeing somebody being like, you're the best, I love you, I miss you, and it being like some kind of private communication that gets confirmed with an actual message. I'm hearing it might be a short message too. This could be a text message. I'm hearing for some of you too, it's like, check your spam folders right now, especially with Mercury being retrograde, because it's like somebody might reach out to you and it's like waiting to hear back from you and not knowing why you didn't communicate. And I'm hearing their message might have gotten spammed for some reason, because of something going on with whatever this situation is. You know, sometimes spam filters are just weird, but Mercury is retrograde. The magnets are doing a magnetic particle sweep, and sometimes things just go wiki-woo. But I'm hearing this might be private, intimate communication about something that somebody has been holding on for you, especially if they think a lot about you. And let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, La Legrezza. Did I say this? Could be coming in from a distance. And well, that one just came out of the bottom here. L'amica. This is somebody trying to be a friend here. This is somebody that moves things out of another person's way. And I'm hearing for some of you, that might be the request. It's like, hi, can you help me get this thing out of my way? I need help. Alright, let's see what we're getting for romance, because we do have the romance angels here. Gonna do a little bit more shuffling on this Aquarius and see what's showing up for us. What do you need to know? Personal romantic sector. Aquarius. Alright, yeah, that's good. I had already shuffled these before, just shuffling them again. Alright. There we go. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. So that makes sense, because I'm hearing about something that has been happening in the external world that in some cases you did not know about. You might have had an idea, but it wasn't confirmed to you until this communication came forward. I'm hearing for some of you, this is somebody coming clean about like whatever their feelings were. Sometimes I get red flags with this deception, but for other people, I'm hearing it's not anything like that. It's like somebody being encouraged to like tap you on the shoulder and be like, hi, by the way, you can't see me with this magic makeup on my face here like this, but I miss you. And they're coming with the red cloak on, which is like the baser needs. And so in some cases, be careful. Somebody might be asking you to do something that you don't want to do, that you already turned your back on, like I said. They might be trying to bribe you. But in other cases, it's like, I'm hearing it's jealousy, especially if you've moved on with another person, because this person right here, this guy, I'll say, he looks like he's possibly in a romantic situation here with this person here. Like, she's embracing him. He's got his top off. You know, there's no shirt there. And this one here surprises him. He's being nudged along by this little angel, like, hey, you need to, like, take off your geisha gloves and talk to this guy over here, because this is moving on. And this one coming like, okay, I've got something to say. Here's where I need to heal my heart. And please, can we talk? Yeah. And so for some of you all, this is just about releasing things that just need to go. Wow, this was just showing up here too. Release your ex was looking up while I was holding this, so we're going to go ahead and read it. I'll keep it. It says, the time has come to clear your energy. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's like, I'm getting different messages. Like, for some of you, this is like, just like, oh my God, drama be gone, and whatever was written on this letter, telling you everything that you need to know, especially about pop-ins and people who maybe just try to get themselves involved in other people's lives. Because I'm hearing for some of you, this is what you're going to find out, that there's some person that was just like trying to get involved in situations that were not theirs to get involved in. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like you might be in this relationship, and this is like, I'm hearing for some of you, you're this person here, the woman here with this guy, and that it's like his ex keeps showing up, and it's like, stop coming to our house. So some of you are going to be dealing with that, and for the others, I'm going to keep this one here because this was showing up here too. It says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I'm hearing for some of you all, that's what you need to know. If this is a letter coming in saying, hey, forget about that shit from the past. You know, maybe there's this thing you didn't know about that was going on, and you just being encouraged to feel clear about that and keeping an open heart about whatever that communication is. Because for some of you all, this is going to be love. For some of you all, this is going to be finding out that somebody had secret feelings, that they've been carrying this torch. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like learning when to just kind of keep it light and keep the energy moving forward, because some of you may or may not want to. It depends on what you've been holding on to. Aquarius, I hope it was helpful. Let me know. I love your comments, and thanks for the thumbs ups and the subscriptions. Those of you who subscribe to my channel, absolutely appreciate it. If you'd like a private reading with just your energy on it, hit me up at artoflove.me. Information in the description box. I would love to do that for you. If I don't hear from you, take care. God bless. And catch you again soon when we're back for another one. Bye for now.